I haven't calculated the percentage. But
It's,
yeah, I'm 2 marks away from A lah.
wait, let me put my headset away. Wait, it's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Okay. You're saying you got your marks and sorry.
It's a high B, 2 marks away from A.
Congratulations, wonderful.
But then it's a easy paper though. Like the average is an A.
The average is an A, really?
Or the mode is an A lah. That's what my friend told me. But yeah.
What kind of average is that? Average is A, huh? Wait, what?
I'm not sure actually, but yeah.
Right. Okay. So comparing yourself with yourself, right? So from the past, right? So
I
is
mean,
there?
this is better. Yeah.
Even though the test is easy, is it still better?
I would say that, yeah. Because I actually understand the concepts now.
Right. And it seems that you can apply them in exam lah.
Yeah.
Rather.
But the questions where I lost marks in, right? Are those don't know how to describe. Okay, I think I'll just take picture.
Of course. So in the chat board, yeah.
But it's not like the major parts of the question. It's the smaller parts.
The smaller parts, right?
Yeah.
So you lose it here and there, like something like that.
Yeah, like after they ask you to solve something, right? They will say like, by adding a suitable curve to the sketch, solve blah 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 for like inequalities, and then for GP, show that the common ratio cannot be 1. Yeah,
normal. Yeah. Those things are quite normal. Yeah. What you're saying is probably that you didn't practice those things much, is it?
I feel like I did though. I honestly don't really know why I lost marks here. So but I haven't checked the answer key also lah.
Right. It will be good if you find out lah, because it turns out that this seems to be like minor
yeah, it's quite minor.
Yeah, it's something that we should be able to understand why, and that would be nice. If you're already at that level, that would be nice.
Oh yeah, and then there's one question with the change in the limits for sigma.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't do that one. Yes.
Of course. That one is still we're trying to.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So speaking about confidence lah. So by right, confidence do follow performance lah. So is there a slight increase in confidence?
I think so, yeah. I mean, this is showing results.
Very good. Wonderful. Right. And we still have quite some time until the next major one, which is now that is considered quite high stakes, right?
Yeah.
Right. But we have time, and rightly so, you have confidence. Okay, good. We know the gaps and right. Okay. All right. Wonderful. Any other updates?
I mean, for practice, I tried attempting a promo paper today. I mean, I finished half of it, but it feels like I'm able to do.
Did you do from 1 to 12, or did you try the certain topics first?
No, it's just a promo paper. I did 6 questions in 1.5 hours.
Which is about right lah. But what you meant is that you do from number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Oh, right. So let me greet Yankin first. Yankin, I see you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, wonderful. All right. Please, both of you show your video. I'll continue with Keiko for a while. Have you tried simply ordering your own topics lah. So instead of doing from 1 to 12, which is not necessary lah, you can do your own order and have you
I mean, no, I
tried
haven't
that
tried
before?
that. No.
Right. So this is just a minor. This is just for a minor improvement. This is not something major, but minor might be what you need, right? So if you do things in the topic that you choose, the order that you choose, some people will feel more in control, right? When they feel more in control, they will speed up, but in a good way, not in a bad way, right? So instead of rushing, then you are more confident, I suppose, that way. And any amount of good speed is important. It's good in exam, right? But I have no doubt your speed is already good. So that's why I say this is just a minor. Another benefit will be that if you already order your topic, you already have a certain expectation of what's going to happen. Some people find that good lah. Some people find that easier to deal with the unexpected parts of the question. Right? Some people find it easier if they have a lot of expected parts. So that's again according to our order. The best advantage I could say is something like this. It's about morale. So currently, you don't seem to have a morale problem in exam. You correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that only happened like thrice so far. Like in my whole life. Huh?
What do you mean? Tell me.
Like getting frustrated, right? During
Yeah,
exam.
or a bit down, or all the bad thoughts coming into place.
Yeah, only thrice in my whole education life.
Right. You tell me a bit now. Yankin, can you have your video on?
Yeah, got it.
All right. Still no laptop, right? Just checking.
No.
One. Okay. Right. So Keiko, what was the last one that you experienced that kind of thing?
Camp mid-year. But that one was really just unexpected first time.
This one, this like just now camp mid-year before.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was all 3 papers at once. So
Wow. Okay. There was that and
that one is reasonable. So the other 2 were like prelim last year.
Prelim? You don't say it's in the prelim, not in the O level.
Oh wait, no. Oh, if you count the camp O level, then that's the 4th one.
Oh, there's camp O level one. Okay. Paper 2.
Yes, paper 2.
Oh, surprisingly. Okay. All right. Surprisingly. No episodes on math.
Sorry.
No episodes on math. No.
Math, A-math prelim. But that one was really quite hard though.
Oh, and yet somehow, no. But then again, on prelim and O level, you both score a 1 lah.
No, I got B4 for A-math in prelim.
Oh, so the A-math is an improvement in O level. It's a big improvement.
But I've always been like scoring quite high for A-math. It's just the prelim very high.
Right. I see. Right. So for today, I don't think we can talk about it much, but maybe on Sunday. So
Yeah, sure.
Let me lay out the plan and see whether it would be beneficial to try. Okay. So for today, are we still doing APGP series or is there something else?
There's the question from the test lah.
All right.
I did try to do the promo practice paper to find questions, but I managed to do them.
That thing. Let me update with Yankin first. So you just put in stuff. Okay. So Yankin, updates. Sorry, what's happening? How are you?
So I did my physics today.
Practicals. Okay.
No.
No. The paper 2, right?
Yeah.
How is it for you?
I mean, I think it's fine, but I have to see. Like there are some questions that I didn't know how to do, so
Are you saying that those how you did was kind of in total as expected?
I guess yeah,
No real surprises from paper 2 lah.
not yet. No.
That is to be expected lah for paper 2. Right.
Yeah,
but
and I guess-
expectations always have deviations. But I think
Yeah,
that's
I
the
mean,
expectation for tomorrow. You're
I'm
saying?
going to be honest. I probably lucked out here because like forces and momentum didn't turn out at all.
Watch out for that. Yeah.
And I'm very quite weak at that. And like gravitation also don't show up, and no simple harmonic motion either. And like the superposition question was very
simple.
It was like the back part of superposition, so like really criterion.
So there's quite a lot of topics that you know should be coming out of paper 3, and you have time lah for them later lah, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
And I guess I've been studying chem. But I don't know. It's been a tiring day.
Yes, yes, and this is again expected, right? This is Thursday. Tomorrow's your last day, right? After chem, anything else, right?
There's still math on Tuesday and history on Monday.
Of course. But tomorrow, after chem, morning or afternoon, sorry?
Morning.
Morning. Then that's it for this week, right? You're gonna go back, I assume, like after camp.
Yeah.
And rest. Tomorrow you start, as in Saturday you start again. Okay, you are already tired now. Even right now, if you say maybe you should just stop, right now, I think that's a very reasonable thing. Should we stop now? Should we just rest?
I'm not sure. See, it's like I think I should keep going, but like I don't know how much of what I do tonight.
Precisely.
It's going to unless I get very lucky. Yeah, but
correct. That's it. No, you're correct. You're correct, Yankin. The last minutes don't count. You're counting on luck, but I don't think our preparation is based on luck.
No, it's not. Not so far.
So don't switch to I hope I'm lucky. I mean, that's just deviations lah. I mean, if you're lucky, good for you. If you're not lucky, I'm not saying you're unlucky, but if you're not lucky, it's okay. Right? It's okay. Remember your last major camp. It was better than expected back then. Your last major camp. It was it mid-years? It feels like a long time already.
Mid-years was.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I just was it better?
Maybe that was the best result back then so far something like that.
Yeah, but I honestly expected it.
You almost what? Sorry.
I honestly expected it to be better.
Before we continue, Keiko, you do your stuff first, yeah? Do your stuff.
Yeah.
Yankin, your voice today after 3 minutes still is a bit weird. It's being like it's being patchy. Using the what?
Give me a second.
Yeah. It's patchy because.
Hello?
Yeah, much better. What's going on?
I just switched the mic.
Wonderful. Right. Okay, let's try this. Much better. So from your last camp, you're saying that it was the best result, and yet you were what? Sorry.
I could have done better.
I mean, true. That's always the case, lah. But you also did the best until up to that point, lah, right? I don't mean your best, lah. I mean like the result was the best, lah, back then. Correct?
Yeah, I guess.
Consider the preparation for that one, right? Consider that, and consider the preparation for tomorrow's camp, lah. If you compare the preparation, how does it compare?
Well, definitely feels like I did more, but I might just chalk that up to there being more subjects to study for.
True also, but not just in terms of quantity. I know you spend time. I know you spend quantity time, but I want you to also compare the quality of the preparation. Back then, preparation, this time preparation, the quality, not just the quantity.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
I guess there is a change.
Right. So the quality of your presentations, preparation is the best so far this time. You may argue, right?
I think so, yeah.
That doesn't mean that you deserve a better result tomorrow. That's not what it means. But that, I think, is a better feeling than simply being confident. I know that you're not feeling confident right now, but you're also not feeling pretty worried. I mean, I don't know. It feels that you're more tired than worried. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
It's been a long week. It's been a long week, right?
Yeah.
So your confidence is only at the level of your last performance. That's the level of your confidence. You're going to go in with that confidence, which frankly speaking, I don't think it matters much. I think you're going to go in with the best level of preparation that you have done so far. I think that matters more for tomorrow. Never mind the fact that your confidence is not very high, because that's just past performance. Okay? Your confidence is based on past performance. Your future performance, tomorrow future, is based on your preparation, not your past performance. Just saying that.
Yeah.
Okay. With that in mind, I have no doubt that if you choose to rest right now, it will have a good effect tomorrow because of the quality of your preparation. You'll be able to bring it forth better tomorrow, especially when you are rather tired right now. It makes sense. Okay. I'm not even sure why I'm seeing a math paper on your table. That just feels like that's just a total distraction for you. Just bye math. No need to worry about math right now. Okay. Okay. Right. So again, if you decided to just rest or take it easy this night, I don't think that will make your performance tomorrow worse. I don't think so. Because you're not trying to regurgitate too many things tomorrow. That's what I feel. Okay.
Yeah. Questions are really about regurgitation.
You can handle that. If you want to handle that right now, you don't need tuition, just handle it. It's okay. It's also okay. Right? Would you like to do that?
I think I will.
All right. Then stop doing, the complicated stuff. Just do the regurgitation stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Simple, right? Okay. Now, with that in mind, I have one more question before we part ways. Is the Sunday tuition still a good idea?
It hasn't gotten in the way yet, and I don't think Saturdays will be viable.
No, Saturday, no. I cannot do also. What I mean is that Monday
Monday,
because Sunday you are still thinking about two other things, right? History and GP, right, or something like that.
Yeah, no, history, just history.
Sorry, history. Okay, yeah.
I mean, my history is in the afternoon, so
you'll be okay.
If you wanted to, we can do it. We can do like math from. We can do math.
No. Monday is always an extra if you want. It's more of a morale boost, okay? It's more of a morale boost.
In addition to Sundays.
No. I'm questioning Sunday. On Monday, we meet, I think, morale boost. Morale boost. In case you're panicking, we can talk, right? Or this question like this question. So Monday, we should meet.
Yeah.
Right? That's just exam. Tuesday, go to Monday. Simple, right? Very simple. Simple.
Yeah.
Okay. But Sunday, you still think that we should meet for math?
Yeah.
Then I'll follow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So let's do things normally. All right. And take care of yourself and all the best tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay. See you.
All right. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye. All right, Kiko. So your question is the page 12 one, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me use.
I feel like
You suspect the same issue lah. Anyway, there's no connection with. Oh, there's no connection. No, it's okay. Please tell me. Tell me.
no, cause all the previous questions, right? The change in the limit is still within like n, like it's not, it doesn't go beyond n. But now there's like n+1 and 2n. So like I don't know, maybe that threw me off a bit.
No.
Because if it's just like n-1, it still kind of makes sense, I guess.
Okay, like this, like this. So I'm just redrawing what you draw. Okay. You're saying that what they give us is from 1 to n, right? That's what you're saying, right? Okay, so yeah. It's a bit worrying because now it's 2n, right? However, this thing is very adaptable. If this is 2n, everything becomes 2n in that sense.
Okay.
Right. Does that make some sense?
Yes.
That's what n means, because you imagine n as give me a number.
6.
Right, 6, right? So that everything is 6. That's basically what it means, right?
Yeah.
If n is something else, give me some bigger number.
51.
Okay, 51. Then everything is 51. Right?
Yes.
Right. So yeah. If it is n, then it is n. If it is 2n, it is 2n. Meaning what that means is more like whatever it is, it will be in the general formula, whatever the limit is. That is actually how flexible or useful the general formula is. That means the general formula simply follows what you have here. That means, one more time, as long as this is 1, that's actually the criteria. This is not a criteria. This is an adaptation, so to speak. You must understand that. But 1 is a criteria. It has to start from 1. If not, the formula doesn't work. Okay? So far so good. So the bottom limit is a limit. The top limit has no limit. Put it that way. Yeah. So look at what they request of you. What they request of you, besides the fact that this changes a little bit, but you know how to handle this, correct? Like you handle this correctly, right? So the problem is that the bottom limit is not 1. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But you're not very concerned about that. Hopefully, because you know how to handle it. You don't know how to handle it. Okay, now I'll reiterate one more time. The top limit is super flexible, no problem. So what that means is something very simple. Here's 2n. And here is n, and you already identify n in the behind of n+1. So I thought that you know. What that means is that you're going to take this guy minus this guy. That's all. Right? That's how you handle the fact that the limit doesn't start from 1. Look at me. I'm focusing on things totally different from you. I don't care about the 2n. I just whack the 2n. I care about the n+1. Again, I was very curious because you list down n as behind n+1. So I was thinking, okay, maybe you know that you have to do this, but turns out that you weren't thinking about that.
No, I was thinking about it, but I don't know, maybe it's just lack of practice when it comes to this kind of question. Because I only did this once before this test. Didn't see any other question on this.
Yeah, I always feel that you are lacking practice, but that's because you cannot find the questions.
Yeah.
Is
there like I don't know, some math assessment book that I can use for JC? Because back then I made use of the A-math textbook to do all my practices.
Correct. Which, I mean, in JC we don't have, right? So yeah. That's a bit work. Put it another way, if you go to the popular and you buy a practice book, the topical one will be more useful to you, right?
Yeah.
Buy the topical one, and then if you have to buy the full set, that means until year 2, that would probably be okay also. But you'll
would
be
I have
only
the
using.
time to do it? Huh?
Sorry,
Would
will
I
you have
have
the time?
Yeah.
Okay, then for math, the strategy is very simple, right? We are not trying to aim for A right now. If you get A, good for you, right? But that's not what I'm trying. I mean, sorry, just to be clear, we have not had that conversation of aiming for A in promo.
Yeah.
So I was assuming that you weren't aiming for A in promo. Totally different with A level, like just totally different, right? So
I think I understand that for JC, it's a very slow process, lah.
it is. So if you get B right now, like for example, this CZ exam, you get B. If the B makes you better afterwards, not having to repeat everything afterwards, that's actually, I think, one of the best criteria to measure. So after this exam, if you have to study again everything, then it's a very useless preparation beforehand. But I don't think that's not what you're experiencing. You're experiencing the fact that you know your gaps. That means you know that you're okay at certain parts.
Yes.
So this is your gap. So will you have time? Well, I think your study habit is already such a way that you just have to plug gaps right now. So plug your gap. Because if you keep practicing something else, you always feel the nagging feeling of the gap.
Yes.
So just plug it and be done with it. Okay. You would, put it another way. Well, you won't die out of frustration, but you will feel very frustrated if after exam, this one still give you trouble. Put it that way, Whether you settle it this exam, if possible, that will be very nice, right? Something like that.
Yes.
You may have another gap. Well, who cares? The point is, after exam, your gap lessens. That's the point. You will always feel better then. Okay?
Sure. Yes.
So you go and buy, even though you're not going to use all the book, which you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay? Because JC Life don't have time one. Okay. So yeah. Now, would you like us to do this together, or would you like to try yourself? Yeah, I don't think you did. Yeah, I don't think you were just thinking about it, but you weren't doing it. So,
then I just moved on to something else.
Correct. So remember, I think the limit 1 is more important and the upper limit is just adjustable. Right? Give it a try. So are we doing it right now? Sorry. Oh, you are going to do it right now. Okay, go ahead. Please do.
I mean, I don't know what else to do.
Sure thing. Yeah, you handle that one first. Yeah.
Well, I was also like kind of sick during this paper, actually.
During this, you mean you are still sick?
Okay, not sick, but like allergic reaction. So like I was sneezing quite a lot throughout the whole paper. So like, yeah, that threw off the focus quite a bit.
Of course. I don't think we can think like that. You sound better
Better?
right now? No?
Oh, it's like a 1 day thing, then it disappears.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite
good.
weird.
Good. I guess. No worries. Now I know you have. Sorry, do you know that you can be allergic?
I only started getting it like this year. I don't know why. I guess it just continues from there.
It'll be something, and then still you have to handle the 2R and then the 1 also. That's slightly simpler, but you have to handle it, and hopefully we get that. But it's not a short process lah, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's not. So you do what you have to do. But the process is like that lah.
Yeah, I just have to get this thing.
No, I don't think there's a better way of doing it. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Sorry, why did you underline that? Sorry.
No, I started with this like during the paper, like a plus. I think because I thought like I had to add. I don't know.
Right. Of course, you can add this with n+1 to 2n lah, right? Wait, what? No, that doesn't make sense. What you're doing doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think I was thinking like because it's beyond the n, right? Then like, I don't know, I had to add something.
Right. No.
So that's a misconception, I guess.
Yeah, it's a misconception in the way that you use the general formula, in the way that you understand the general formula. Yeah. The one matters more. So if you want, you can do this at your own time. You can discuss another topic.
I should. Okay, I haven't attempted this question, but I saw this in the paper that I was doing. It looked like a very complicated vector question. Yeah. Okay,
right. Yeah, looks very complicated. Right. However, the 2D version seems easier lah, which is the sideway view lah.
Yeah.
Right? The side view seems easier. So if it helps you in any way, you try focusing on that first. I'm not sure what the enlarged circle adds to our understanding. I have no idea. It feels like the sideway is enough lah, but the enlarged circle seems like a very nice addition. Right?
Okay.
So I will focus on the sideway. So do you want to discuss more than that, or do you have something specific in mind?
I haven't done this. I only stopped at question 6.
Have you read it and try to understand? I suppose that there are some sentences on the left-hand side, right? Because I'm not seeing
yeah,
it,
there is.
Right? So is it important? Oh, that's important. I think these things are important. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, those things are important. Okay. So any question on the picture and this few paragraphs lah? Okay.
Okay.
Right. So any question on the presentation of the problem? first?
I don't think so.
So you feel confident that you at least can follow what's going on lah. Never mind the vectors like, yeah, never mind that for now.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
So
Now
wait,
there's-
so this is J, right? This is the like I think I should
yeah.
just take a picture.
Oh, yeah. Please do. Yeah, both pages would probably be good.
Okay, but for now, should I just focus on doing the sequences and series questions and the vector questions in the revision package first?
Yes, if you have lah. If you have,
I mean,
meaning yeah.
it's just promo papers, but yeah, not
correct,
something like
correct. So you don't have to feel that you need to practice everything at this point. That can come later on because we have. I'm saying this because we have a lot of time.
Okay.
Yeah. In general, you don't do everything at the start and then focus on the gap at the end. In general, you don't do that because it's a very nagging feeling. You don't.
Yeah, I guess I can find more questions to ask also.
Yes, precisely what the tuition is for. Now, back to this question. Do you understand the question first? Your approach is to find out what's J. I like that. I like your first approach. You're trying to figure out where's J, and hopefully where's I and K lah. Hopefully, because if that is not clear, it might be bad. Secondly, there is no obvious O. Usually we don't care where origin is, but just to make sure that it doesn't matter lah. Just to make sure, right? So those kind of things are nice if we can do at the start. So that's J. Anything else? Anything else? Where's plain P2? Where's P2? Oh, paper screen. Paper screen is plain P2.
Wait, what? Usually I is X, right? Okay, but they can change that, right? I, J, K.
Yeah, currently, I think the I is just not upward or, yeah, I don't think so at all. Yeah, the I and the K will be in a very weird way lah.
Yeah.
To say, so I'm gonna draw something here. Meaning to say, we are not assuming that this is one. Sorry. I gotta refresh my chamber. Can I write? Let me write. Okay, so we are not going to assume that this is I or K, and this one also I or K. So as in exiting the paper, like something like I or K. The reason is because if those are I or K, then the plane equation of this guy will be very simple. But the plane equation of this guy looks complicated. At least I assume that it is complicated. I'm assuming that P and Q is not 0 and 0 or something like that. Right? Yeah. Because if this is I and K, like the normal of this plane is obviously like that, no? The normal of this plane is parallel to J, right? It's parallel to J. So that's already something. Oh, that means P and Q is 0 at this point. If this is I or K, which I don't think so lah. At least I wouldn't assume that first lah. I wouldn't assume that. Okay. Right. So now Q and 4, P is 0. Oh, P is 0. Okay, P is 0. Okay, that's something. That's something. Right, that's something. So maybe one of them is I. Okay. Now, what I noticed from this question is that they give you all the answer key.
Oh yeah.
Giving you the answer key simply means that sometimes you can start from the position where you're comfortable with. I'm talking about exam approach already. Like this is not your normal tutorial where you have a lot of time to think about it. Okay, starting from a comfortable position, let's say, okay, I'm not comfortable in finding A. Let's just say that for some reason, after giving it 1 minute of time, maybe I should use A in part 2. Maybe I'm comfortable with part 2 because it's 2 marks. Hey, go for that first because morale-wise, it's very good to do that in exam. Then when you continue doing it until the end, you may suddenly have an inspiration for the part 1. Okay,
Yeah.
Again, what I'm saying is that part 1 is not necessarily the easiest thing. That's usually not the case. That's just usually not the case. Okay. So do you have actually a problem starting with part 1?
This is an intersection between a line and a plane, right?
Who is an intersection? Sorry.
Like the A, point A.
The A can be seen as an intersection between the line J something, right? I suppose, and the plane. Yes, you can see it that way. And you do know the plane.
I realized that for planes, we always use the normal. We don't actually use
oh yes. A plane is the favorite way of defining plane is by using the normal. Yes. That's why I always look at this as the normal. That's why I always look at it as the normal. And that is, so it turns out is a convenient or powerful way. You may not find it comfortable, but it is convenient or powerful if you understand it, I suppose. Right. So it's not just to make our life more difficult sometimes. Okay.
I think that will help a lot in my understanding of the question. Or at least how to do it.
Yep.
I just found that out yesterday. Oh no, not yesterday, this morning.
Like when I see 0, 4, -3, you don't naturally think of it as the normal.
0, 4, I mean, I know it's the normal, but like usually I would think of plane as like
the 2 vectors.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, which is as weird as it sounds, it's a very clumsy way of thinking about it. It's very weird to say that, but it is. It turns out lah. So it turns out with the best of intention, that's what it turns out to be.
So I should start thinking from the perspective of like the normal lah.
Normal is like the first choice. If they give you the 2 vectors, you will immediately convert to normal. So it's the same thing. It's still normal. It's still normal. Normal is great. Normal is the best thing ever in our life. You know that.
I see. Okay.
Now, if they give you normal 0, 4, 3, which you should just draw the normal like that, right? There's no harm in doing that, right? Then you already know what 0 means lah. So this direction contains no I. This is already telling us where I is. It's telling me where I is. By the way, the normal can be both sides. So just saying that, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what. It is still telling me where the direction of I is, which to me, at least I take it to be very nice too. Do you know where I is?
Like out of the paper?
Yeah, out or in, doesn't matter, right? That's I.
Okay.
Right. So J is here, I is out, right? The K, oh wait, the K is guaranteed also. Wow. Oh, because I is known, J is known, K is now fixed. It's just the positive and the negative is not clear. Oh wow, we know everything already. Almost everything, sorry.
Okay. Wait, so I should always start with finding out where the IJK is, if it's not given now.
Let me correct myself. If a drawing exists, and the drawing seems to be important, seems like we don't know that until we do that. It is very important to know where IJK is.
Okay.
Because we cannot understand the drawing without the IJK, to be fair. But if the question never seem to bother with the drawing or doesn't require us to imagine, then we just take it as is. We just take the numbers as the numbers.
Okay.
It is possible to do this question without the drawing. I imagine that would be extremely hard to do within the time constraint though. I would imagine. I might be wrong, but I would imagine that. You will also notice that when they give you drawings in the past, they usually give you the IJK in the drawing.
Yes, correct.
They even give you the origin sometimes.
Yes.
So because that helps us orientate. That means you have to read the drawing based on those things. In this case, they do make it harder. I feel that's what they're trying to do. I feel. I think. Right. Now, let's say you don't care about all that and you don't bother about finding the origin and the IJK. Let's say you just realize that I know this plane, I know it's a normal, I don't care where I don't care where K. I don't even necessarily care where J is. If you do that, can you still do it? That'll be interesting to know.
Okay, I have this equation because I have the what's this? Yes, this coordinate.
Passing through coordinate. And yeah, so you have that line, right? So you have that line, wonderful.
This is the plane.
So the line and the plane, you can just intersect and then you can find A. Looks like that's an easy 4 marks. The effort is still not so short, but back then we discussed this as a very standard SOPT, remember?
Yeah.
You said SOP. Do you still remember the SOP?
I don't think so.
Okay, then.
I think that's the problem actually with my vectors.
I'm a bit surprised.
For some reason, I can't remember all these. I don't know if it's lack of practice or what. It probably is though, because I didn't really do my tutorials for this chapter.
You didn't. No wonder it keeps coming back to you. No wonder I feel that your gap never closes.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I have to redo the tutorial as well.
How many more weeks? Sorry.
About 30 days or 4. I think I have time.
Let me think about what I have to say carefully. The thing is, your tutorial should be helpful. True. Especially the ones there's sometimes they differentiate between the tutorial and the assignment. The assignment is like harder or something like that. Especially those harder parts. That means a vector question is expected to be long and expected to be integrated, right? So if you just do let's say you say you want to go back and do only the projection one or only the line one. It's very unlikely for the exam question to be only projection or line. It'll be the plane, line, and projection, all of them. So if you say you want to go back from the basics, if that is how not confident you are, I do believe you have time. That's fine. Sometimes gaining confidence is more important than simply learning the steps. I agree if you have time. But if you feel that you can just go back to where everything converges, everything is in one package, that would be nice. What I'm trying to say is maybe you shouldn't just practice only plane or only line or only projection, because when you see the exam question, you may feel more prepared or you may feel not prepared at all. I don't know what will happen. Maybe you should try practicing the combined one first, which is very long. If it doesn't work for 1 or 2 days, maybe we take one step back. Fine. Maybe.
Okay, sure.
Right. Okay. Now, in this case, though, I will just try to bring the SOP back, right? Let me see whether I can fish it out, right? You have a line and you have a plane. You're saying that you can find the intersection. How did you get that confidence? Can doesn't mean you know how, but at least you know you can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me how even you know that you can find the line because they don't give you a line.
Coordinate and direction.
Yeah, will you will be able to construct a line out of this one? You can do, right? Just
Yes.
say okay.
Yes.
Then for line and plane, you don't know, right? Okay, so I would like to ask you to draw the line, as in write the line. Write the line because the plane is already there. Then I'm going to do something that might trigger what? Might trigger your memory, right? So please write down the line first.
Okay.
Yeah. Write down on the same page as the plane.
Oh.
Wonderful. That's definitely how to start the line. And then
Just write J here.
But writing J is not in the form that you can readily use. The J must convert into a proper 3-number vectors, right? Yeah, wonderful. 0, 1, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 2, 0, doesn't matter. You can put 0, 1000, 0, it doesn't matter. Okay, now this is the
direction.
Correct. The lambda will settle it. So of course we choose 0, 1, 0 just for convenience purpose, of course, right? Of course. Now, now I'm going to do something like that. So this R, focusing on this R and focusing on this R. The plane has an R, the line has R. What is an R, by the way?
It's the vector.
Of course, an R is a vector, of course. Why? Because a vector plus another vector is obviously a vector, right? Vector dot something else equals a number. That means this guy is also a vector. So I agree that R is a vector. You are not getting it though. What is R? Okay, this R is the long sentence. I'll make it understandable after this. This R is the position vector of all the points on the line. Okay, that's a mouthful. This R is the position vector of the points of all the points on the plane. Because line only consists of points and plane only consists of points. Okay.
Oh, that makes a lot.
Right?
Yes.
We go back to points. Amateurs or other new guys think plane in terms of plane, in terms of better is in terms of normal, but we must all realize that planes are just points spread out on plane and line. So this guy is just a point, all the points on the plane. I say that this is position vector. Position vector simply means point. Like for example, you take this point is supposed to be written horizontally. You immediately convert it into position vector written vertically because position vector and points are just one and the same kind of ish, can ya?
So it's like Y lah, like the graphs that we always do.
Y equals to something
equation,
yeah, something like that. But in 3D vector, it's written as XYZ or IJK lah, or better known this as XYZ lah. Better see as XYZ. So R is not R is X, Y, and Z. So this makes a lot of sense because if you want to find a point, you need XYZ, man. Right? So the XYZ of this line is obviously not the same as the XYZ and this plane. It is only the same at one point, the point of intersection. So X of line equals to X of plane. Y of line equals to Y of plane. Z of line equals to Z of plane.
Okay, I see.
Only at the intersection. Now you know what to do, right?
Yes.
Very good. So please do that and get you some confidence.
Okay.
So yeah, I think in this case, you don't need to go back to the question, to the tutorial. I don't think so. In fact, you may do all the tutorial and still don't get this. That's what I feel.
So just focus on combine for now.
Focus on combine and we discuss them in a way that is good for you. For example, just now I realized that emphasizing that might be good for you. Hopefully that's correct. We'll see next time. right? Because I always say, okay, this kind of thing will happen next question one. Intersection of line and plane always happen one. You have time to practice immediately.
Yes, yes.
Now, please do this first.
Okay, I just had a bio test today, so that's the final class test. I should be able to focus on math now.
Of course, but don't neglect your chemistry and all the stuff. What you're doing is wonderful. Yeah, that is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's it. And you will expect out of this equation to get lambda, right?
Yes, yes.
And getting a lambda means,
just sub in. Okay, I think I kind of remember this part.
Right. So done lah. So once you written this, everybody knows what to do. Right?
Yes.
So let's say you get the A lah. So just going through the motion. Do you think you can get part 2?
Oh, this is the dot equals to 0.
Oh, it's perpendicular. Yeah, definitely should be using that. Yeah.
Oh, but this one is 2 planes. Then I need to.
Oh, the paper sheet. Oh, yeah, the paper sheet. Yeah. We need the paper sheet. Oh, the paper screen is the. Oh, I mistake it as the bullet capture box. I read it wrongly. Yeah, no wonder. Okay. Now I believe that P is 0. Definitely lah. Yeah. P is definitely 0. Of course. Yeah, those two things should be easy for you.
Like this, I still use the normal, right?
Oh, yeah. Because if it's plane, focus on the normal. So the normal of the plane screen should be perpendicular to the normal of the metal sheet, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So I'll summarize it this way. In planes, you focus on vectors, the normal vector, right? In planes and lines, you focus on points. So meaning to say, you never actually focus on plane as plane, just a vector, or sometimes even just a point.
Yeah.
So you kind of downgrade and kind of like that's actually better. Kind of that's almost always the feeling. That's what I feel. That's probably the right direction to take.
Okay.
So I'll give you 1, 2, 3, and actually I don't think part 4 is difficult at all. And then 5 I also don't think is difficult. So this is already a good revision for you. That's what I feel. Yes. This is better. Okay, so do more simple, right?
Yeah.
With that in mind, have a good rest tomorrow, or rather you have every time I tell you to rest, you don't rest, but I believe that you'll be fine. Okay, go get your revision, and I will see you on Sunday then.
Okay,
see you then.
Bye.
Bye. Kakak Brian, I can see you. Can you hear us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. And I haven't sent you that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't sent you that. Okay, because nobody is here, why don't I check my store first?
Okay.
Noah and Anesh, I can see you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Anesh? Okay.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Noah, just checking. Do you want or need tuition today?
I have some questions to do, and I might have questions on these questions.
Okay, as in tomorrow is math, is it?
AMAth, yeah.
Paper
Paper 1.
Okay, wonderful. Sorry, paper what?
Paper 1.
Paper 2 is not done, right?
Not yet.
Okay, then tomorrow, here's my question, important question. Do you remember the exam questions after the exam? As in the topics lah, minimum.
Yeah, there are some questions. Usually it's those questions that I can't do, I'll remember.
Okay, but I want you to remember not those things only, but I want you to remember the topics as a whole, because that predicts the paper 2 topic. That's kind of important.
Okay.
That means you want to know what topics haven't come out, then you can just study for that for paper 2. Okay.
Or is it always like that?
Oh, it's always like that for AMAT only.
Okay.
For AMAT only, it is always like that. So they will never repeat the topic. Okay.
All right.
Right. So do remember that. Let me check my. So Ainesh and Noah again, give me a video. Yeah. So Noah, for today, since you're preparing, right? And today is not very crowded, so I'll ask you to be with Kakak Brian lah. Right? So Kakak Brian, this week you handle everybody solo, so help them to the best, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, Noah, I'll invite you and Kakak Brian to the breakout.
Okay.
Okay, Ainesh, today, Chem or AMAT?
Math.
Math, all right. Show me the lecture notes and or whatever.
I mean, before that, I got my results.
For what?
Math and physics.
Right. I'm all ears.
So I'll start with the bad news.
Okay.
Well, physics was as well as you could expect. I got 15 out of 30.
15 out of 30, 50%.
Yeah, but I kind of regret my decision here. What I did was he turned out to have actually miscalculated. So I went up to him and told him I got 14. So.
Oh, right. So it's less than 50%, right? But I would totally support that lah. I would support you getting what you're supposed to get lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not an admission of how do I say? You're not admitting that you are wrong, right?
Yeah.
And as a result, you get 14. I mean, I think that's a good idea. Okay. Okay. So actually, it's better than my 25% prediction. So I guess that's good.
I guess.
Right. Yeah, it's better than what I expect lah. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Because the 2 topics that you asked me, you're just almost gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was worried that the rest was like that. Okay. Good. 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 Okay. I seriously think that was better than expected. Okay.
I was very lucky, honestly, but we'll talk about that later.
Sure.
Math. What was the predictions?
Actually, I also forget. Let me think for a while. Let me think for a while. I have no idea, but you're predicting something higher than 50%. You're predicting something like 55 or 60 or something like that. It's not 50 lah. Your prediction is not 50 lah. Right?
I have a very pleasant surprise for you.
Okay, very good.
I got 25 out of 30.
Oh wow. Wait, that's much better than expected one. You could not have predicted 83%.
Yeah.
right? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wonderful, right? So this is where we say confidence comes after performance, lah.
True.
Not before, not before. So your next enemy will be overconfidence, lah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because 80% is definitely a very good news, better than expected, and by right, your confidence shoots up. That's just normal, lah.
Yeah.
Right. So forgive me, I will try to lower it down just a little bit. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. How about this? I'm not asking this to be offensive. Yeah. I'm really asking this to make it. I just want to maintain your confidence on the proper level. Pardon me to do this very early, yeah, right? So because I'm very happy with your result, right? Do you find it offensive if I say what happened to the rest of the class?
The rest of the class, I would say I was in the top 15% or so, and I'm not lying here. I'm pretty sure he showed a graph of the class results, and about. Okay, not top 15, top 25. Like 1/4 of the class got 75% and above. So I mean,
wonderful, right? Wonderful, wonderful. If that's the case, then you do have a good reason to be confident. You do.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, I am curious. So, what happened to the rest of the class? Because the speed of the teaching has repercussions, right? This is the repercussion, right? So what happened with the other 3/4?
I mean, a lot of them, I'm pretty sure only 1 or 2 failed. A lot of them came in the mid-range area.
Oh, so not a lot fail.
Yeah. From our class, only 1% failed.
Oh, then that means the teaching style won't change. Right?
Yeah.
Probably. Right, probably. Okay, good. No, that's already very good. That's already very good. And that means the class is in general should be in a upbeat mode lah. Should be lah. Right. Instead of everybody feeling that things should be done differently. Okay, good, good. Anything else you want to update me? That's a very good news.
I've gotten a new worksheet. Because, okay, like you said, I was rather confident. I couldn't understand what was going on. And some of it was already done on the Mondays and Tuesdays that I wasn't here.
Of course.
So,
Yes.
I guess we can go through whatever they've done now.
Okay. All right. Sure thing. Right. Show me video.
And I also have the test paper with me.
Feel free to send to me the mistakes only lah. Unless you want me to see everything, I'm okay. Right.
Yeah, I can show you the mistakes.
All right, but I would prefer to take a picture of everything, and I would like to think about that later on.
Oh, sure.
Because we're in the middle of catching up. Right? Right?
I'll look at my camera real quick.
So it's a very short celebration. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. Let me take some drinks.
I have to say something that does already dampen my spirits is that the math teacher said this paper was definitely easier than the end of years.
I'm sorry, math is easier what?
Like the CA2 was definitely easier than the end of years. Like which you haven't looked at.
Oh yeah, of course not. That's
like the difficulty level as well, not only the syllabus.
Of course. Yeah, you should expect that.
Yeah.
So you're confident, but you should be simply, building up on it. Yeah, it's not enough for the end of year. No, that should be the assumption from the start. Even if you get 100%, it's still not enough. Right? That's just expected. Yeah. But how do I say this? Before the math test, remember everything was, math was at the last part of the week, and you're feeling not confident at all, and you don't feel particularly upbeat. Remember that on Thursday, right? And I was telling you confidence based on past performance, yada 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 yada.
I'm clear. I mean, I have to thank you for that.
Everything turns out much better, and thank God. Very proud of you. So that should still carry forward towards your end of year. You feel slightly more calm. Slightly more.
Yeah.
That's what you mean by confidence, like at least. So good for you. Yeah? Okay, so the addition formula is what I exposed to you last time, if you still remember. Hi Aditya, I can see you, yeah?
Hello.
So Aidesh, do you remember the sine A plus B and the cosine A plus B you have seen before, long time ago in holiday tuition?
Yeah.
Then the sine 2A and the cosine 2A also kind of seen already in holiday tuition.
Okay. I don't remember from holiday tuition though.
If you forget, it's okay. What I'm saying that after you do it, you will have a slight memory of what's going on, but that doesn't matter. My question is, we're going to use this immediately.
Oh.
So there are three things that we're going to use, the sine A plus B, cosine A plus B, tangent A B, and then the sine 2A, cosine 2A, tangent 2A. The cosine 2A have many parts of it, which is to say we have to choose the best part most of the time. Okay, so any questions before we start using them, like today?
Not really.
Okay. This additional identities will affect your proving question, which you seem to like back then, and your solving question, which is the multiple answer question. Okay, those are the two mainly effective ones. One more is the triangle question is going to be affected a little bit. Right, so this is an upgrade of difficulty. That's what it means for end of year to be more difficult. It's not the type of question change, but the amount of tools you need to use increases. Understand? This is the increase of difficulty. This is it. Okay. As for the drawing one don't require this at all. The drawing one will stay the same. Okay. So with that said, you probably shouldn't be skipping question even though you are behind, because we are not in the rushing mode. Please do them and I will guide you. Okay. Right, so Aditya, zoom in, please.
Yes.
Okay, can you do this, Aditya? Or do I need some, now to explain you some things?
I think I can do this.
All right, then I'll ask you two questions. Two questions. Do they give you hint or not?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because they gave us the coordinate so we can find the M
that's
and
not
the
a hint.
C.
No. That is their way of skipping the table and the drawing, which is great lah. Shorter question, shorter marks, no? That's my second question.
Oh, so they don't give the hint?
No, they do. Issue.
Oh.
Okay, when they skip the table and the drawing part, that's not hint. That's shortening the question and lessening the mark, which is fine if they want to do that. The hint I meant is always, the one that you have to change the equation they give you. They always give you the equation, right? And then they have to change it in a way that becomes big Y, big M, big N, and big C, right? So of course you will say that you need logarithm here, right? Because yesterday power means logarithm. However, I want to stress very carefully that they give you the hint here, LGY and LGX. They give what?
Oh,
they didn't say it in the English, in the sentence. They say it in the graph. Do you understand me?
Yes.
So you have yet to make a question where they don't give a hint. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They always
there's
give
questions without hints?
Which is the way they make it harder.
Oh my God.
But so far, not. And for your school, I expect that they will always give hints. That's my expectation. Hopefully, I am not. So your concentration is simply to use the hint to your advantage. Understand me?
Yeah.
The difficulty of this question is not more difficult than yesterday. So I expect that you can do this time.
Okay. May I just go to the washroom really quick?
Yes, please. Right. Ainesh, your first one already wrong, yeah?
What?
So sine 4x is not 2 times sine 2x, if that's what you mean. If that's that easy, then everything no need to study already. Right? So let me correct you immediately. Sine 4x is 2 sine 2x cosine 2x. Write it down. And you have to understand this slowly, please. Why you're wrong and why I'm saying what I'm saying is correct. Why is that so?
Wait, what?
Now, which identities are you looking at? Let me just make sure first.
Why is it 2x here?
Yeah, correct. It's 2x. Don't cancel that. It is 2x. Right?
Why?
It is.
What's going on?
Look at the identity. Show me with your finger the identity that you're using in the list. Yeah, that thing. Wonderful. Now, replace 2a with 4x. Correct? 4x equals to 2a. Correct?
Yeah.
So, what is a?
Two x.
Voila. Understand?
Whoa!
Do you understand? This is very important.
Jesus, yeah, I do, but
Right? Same thing with your cosine 6x, okay? Same thing, Same thing, Same thing, Okay, so I suppose that's cosine 6x. Now, why are you doing cosine 6x? So is this some sort of practice or something?
yeah.
Oh, right. Oh,
I
okay.
copied up the answers, but so I can't really do them on the paper.
Okay, sure. Because I don't know what's the goal of the, just do it first. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, you're definitely already learning something. Right?
Yeah.
This is probably what they learn in the Monday, right? So, okay, Aditya.
Actually, you'll be surprised about how slow they're going.
The amount of what?
How slow they're going.
Compared to last time was very fast.
Did this over Monday and Tuesday. Then they did this today.
That's very slow. Okay, let's catch up. Because this is nowhere near the exam level. This is nowhere near. This is just introduction to the new stuff, not even the exam questions. So please try. This is what we're supposed to do. Good. I guess that's a good news, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Holiday tuition definitely not this easy.
Yeah.
Aditya, can we start a bit late already?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Aditya, apply your logarithm law properly, yeah? That's the part of the lesson yesterday.
Yeah, my pencil kind of.
Do
It's
refer
been-
to the yesterday's Jamboard or something. Do refer to that. Okay. Okay. Accelerate a bit faster. Right?
Tan square.
Yeah, tangent square for x. That's what the identity say. Don't know why the identity is like that, but you were doing it correctly lah. You are lah. So I don't know where the sine x is going. So yeah, I don't know what that is about. Like, are you supposed to write half? Yeah, maybe you're supposed to write that, right? As for 3x, are you supposed to write 3 over 2x? Or are you supposed to write 2x plus x? I also don't know. Because you can do a lot of ways, you see, 3x. Okay, maybe you can try cosine 2x plus x, and then that's also a practice.
Cosine 2x plus x.
Right. So you try the 3x over 2 first. That's the easier one. But usually this is not useful in exam. Usually this guy is not. The 2x plus x is probably more useful in exam level question. So please try that. So you're exposed to alternatives, which is how it feels like when things are difficult. You're supposed to consider more than one. No, don't stop. Cosine 2x plus x, then you use the cosine a plus b one. The identity is above, cosine a plus b. Do the bracket, please. First do the bracket. Cosine 2x plus x needs a bracket. No. The 2x plus x needs a bracket. I don't mean, that bracket. Okay, you're doing the identities, and then you're supposed to write minus 100. Good. It's supposed to be a minus. Good, Aditya, you're applying the logarithm law properly, and the hint works, right? The hint works. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good. So now go and find the m and the c. And you can stop there for now. Of course, the cosine 2x and sine 2x can further change, of course, but stop here for now. It's okay.
Yeah.
The same thing with the tangent 5x. I doubt 5x over 2 will be useful in exam. I doubt, I do doubt that. So instead, do the, I don't know, 4x plus x. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Currently, it's very weird exercise.
If we don't have to do any of these, we can just move on to the next question. As we're already ahead of the class. Once we finish this, we're ahead of the class.
Because I'm not sure that we are ahead. I'm not sure that we are ahead. This is very confusing. Now, the cosine b over 2 is very important. The cosine b over 2 is very important. I want to... Okay, I want to show you something that I show you in holiday tuition. Now, this is very important. We take time for this. Now, in your chemistry. Sorry, not chemistry. Today, Inesh not doing chemistry. Hey, how's your chemistry? Where is chemistry?
What do you mean? Oh, there's no chemistry here.
Oh, so we have no idea the school go where?
Yeah, but we have chemistry tomorrow.
Okay, good. Now, please make a new Jamboard for math because it's page 9. No, never mind. It's page 19 already. So I will copy the plan to the new guy.
Right.
Okay,
I make it new.
Right, so please make a new Jamboard. Gradient looks fine. Aditya, is -2 a reasonable gradient for this guy?
Yeah.
Visually, right? Why is that so?
Because it's a downward sloping graph.
Okay. The number, not so sure, but the negative, very nice. Very good. Now, what do you do?
I have to find A.
Yes, because you already found B. Now, to find A, you need C, right?
Yeah.
So how do you find C?
No idea.
That is you nonsense. Your CG, right? You know the CG topic, the quadrature
Oh,
line,
yeah.
right? So they give you
C.
2 points. You should be able to find C. Yep. Your CG is useful here, right? Your line equation is useful here. You need to. Do you have the new Jamboard, Inesh?
Yeah, I shared it to you.
Okay, so I'm just going to copy the plan. Oh, okay. Wait, I'm making a mistake. Wait. Oh, give me a minute. Oh, wonderful. Okay, now I will share. Okay, I get the plan in the first page and I'm going to skip it to the second page. So Ines, please check out Jamboard second page.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Okay, now I'm writing down the cosine 2a equals to, there are three options. This is the cosine square a minus sine square a, right? And then I'm going to skip through this. I'm going to pretend that it doesn't exist, okay? I'm going to pretend that. And then I'm going to concentrate on the two other forms, 1 minus 2 sine square a, and then the 2 cosine square a minus 1, right? I'm going to focus on these two, okay? So far, so good. Now, to find
I'm not so close to.
your page 2, are you at page 2?
Yeah, I need some time to process this. 1 minus 2 sine square a. What's this? 2 cosine square a minus 1.
Yeah, look at the first page of your worksheet. I'm just copying from there. I'm copying something from there.
What's this going on? Okay, so one is matching, the other one is. Why is this? What is this?
I'm not seeing anything. Are you using a laser pointer or something?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. So okay. So I'm gonna take a picture from Aditya. Are you stuck?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So look at your worksheet. Yeah, I mentioned. So just copy it. So what I did is this guy, right? This guy is supposed to be this guy, right? You have been using this one. This one is the least useful one. It is useful, but the least useful. Just saying, you see. This two is more useful. In fact, immediately useful, I'm pretty sure. So what your lecture note is saying that cosine 2a will be equal to this guy, or this guy, or this guy. We have three options here. Usually, there's only one. Okay? Usually. Okay, so cosine 2a has some complexity, which I'm going to explain why. So far, so good? So this and this. Again, no complaints so far. At least can follow.
Yeah.
Right. Now, observe what I'm doing. Observe what I'm doing. So I'm doing something weird here. All right. So first, I'm going to take this one first. Notice that this is 2a and this is a. Please notice that. Please notice that. So then I'm going to do this. Cosine 2a plus 1 divided by 2 square root plus minus equals to cosine a. Did you follow that?
Yeah.
So what I do, I just move this guy and then move this guy and then move this guy. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So why would I want to do this? Now, this is given in the exam by right. You correct me if I'm wrong. By right, this is given. You don't have to memorize. This is not given.
It is. He said it is.
So this is given, right? But this is not.
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy, which is not given, is very important to us right now. So let me show you what I mean. So now in blue, let's say this is a question. Okay. Let's say they give you cosine b, right? So please give me a fraction.
2 by 5.
Okay, 2 over 5, right? And this is quadrant 1. Easy lah. Let's make it outside. So the question is, what is cosine b over 2? That's the question. So look at your writing, and there's a cosine b over 2. I'm guessing this is that kind of question. So one more time, I gave you cosine b. I'm asking you for b over 2, obviously in exact form. Obviously. Now, I'm going to cut the story short. Will you? Yes?
or triangle.
Yes. Give it a try. Think about what you're supposed to use.
Yeah.
So Aditya, you're not finding the C in no, this is taking too long, Aditya. Yeah? Aditya, this is taking too long. Yeah. I will.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah. You look very confused, but it is not supposed to be confusing. At page 15, are you there?
Yeah.
So I'm just rewriting your graph. Now, to make my life easy, I'm going to pretend that this is big Y and big X because they are big Y and big X, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So let me remind you that you're not dealing with this. You are not dealing with this. You're dealing with that. And it feels to me that you are trying to fit here, not here. This is correct and this is wrong. Now, what do I mean by that? Ting Tong, using the big Y, big M, big X, and big C, yeah? You have the big M, right? Minus 2, correct?
Yeah.
You have 1.4, you have another 0.4. You have now the big C already. The big C is 12. What are you doing? This is supposed to be what you're doing. This is what you're supposed to do.
The values on this graph are only fitted for this equation.
Fitted for the big Y, big M, big X, and big C. Nothing small at all.
Yeah.
I think that's the conceptual problem that you're facing. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So please do so. Ainesh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Do something, but maybe with a pencil. Maybe, yeah. Maybe. Come on. Although I say no rushing, but I am rushing you. So, right. Oh, you're using triangle.
Yeah.
Oh, the triangle is not helpful here.
It's
very weird. It's very weird. It is not helpful. It is very weird. It is very weird that I should say that. Let me put it another way first so that you don't suddenly abandon triangle. Triangle is very useful when you're trying to change trigonometry. When changing from cosine B to sine B, for example. Extremely useful.
Yeah.
Going for tangent B, extremely useful.
Yeah.
Going from cosine B to 2B, for example, do you use the triangle?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know. We can't change trigonometry.
So, one more time. If I ask you for cosine 2B, given cosine B, is the triangle helpful?
No.
Okay. What is helpful? Identities.
Oh, yeah.
Double angle formula. Don't know where that come from, but that's helpful.
What do you say? Double
angle for the formula that you have in the worksheet. They call it double angle formula and addition formula.
Oh.
Right. So one more time. If triangle is not helpful here because we are not changing the nature of the cosine, right? We are not. That's the reason why the triangle is not useful, right? What do you do if you want to find cosine 2B? Given cosine B, what do you do?
But that's 2. How about half?
Yeah, no. Do cosine 2B first. It's easier, I guarantee you. Cosine 2B is easier than cosine B over 2. So what do you do if you need cosine 2B? It's not as straightforward as it might seem.
Is it not?
Okay, let me see what you choose because there are some choices involved here, right? There are some choices. Okay, Aditya is the point. Which point are you using? Did I use the wrong? Oh, I used the wrong point just now. Yeah, I used the wrong point. No wonder my answer is wrong.
It's cosine 2B, cosine B plus cosine B.
You nonsense. If cosine 2B is cosine B plus cosine B, you don't need to do anything already. You don't need to learn this kind of thing. It is never correct. Cosine 2B is never cosine B plus cosine B. Never. Wait, can you accept this first? This is never correct. Are you sure?
It didn't make sense at first anyway.
All right. Okay, then I'm going back to my question. What do you use? Not triangle, not cosine B plus cosine B. Then what do we use? Okay, wonderful, Aditya. There's a lot of zeros, and that's it lah.
Okay.
Ainesh, it might be to your surprise, but you're supposed to use this.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't get that, well, you have to get that. Ah, that is what you're supposed to use. Why? Because they ask for cosine 2b. You have cosine b. Ah, that's why lah.
And I see it now, but I don't know if I can see it in the exam. That's the issue. But the lucky
Oh, this is what you're supposed to learn from now. This new thing. This identity, this weird thing. I agree. This is totally weird. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Only after a while you get used to it. So please try it out first. You need some muscle memory. Please try it. Try it out. Aditya, sorry, would you move down? I want to see the question. Thank you. All right, now the value of x when y. Now think carefully, Aditya. Think carefully. Just now, I claimed we should be dealing with the big Y, big M, big X, and big C, correct? That will make your life easier, correct?
Yeah.
In question 2, you should be dealing with the big guys or the small one.
The small ones.
And is it small y, small m, small x, small c, or something else?
It's still the same M and C, but the Y and X are small.
Totally wrong. Because there is no such thing as small y, small m, small x, and small c. There is no such thing. If you think that they exist, you are misunderstanding the topic. Think about it for a while. Now, Ainesh, you okay? You use this and then you, oh, goodness me, your cosine square b is totally wrong. Oh, you nonsense. Cosine b is 2 over 5. Cosine square b is 4 over 10. Come on. Come on.
Is it more?
What is 2 over 5 square?
4 over 10.
Oh dear. You're gonna write that down. You're gonna write down 2 over 5 bracket square, and then, or you're gonna use your calculator to test. Okay, right. I'm not getting the usual Ainesh today. Okay, so Aditya, there is no small y, small m, small x, and small c, because the small y and the small x is not supposed to form a line.
Oh yeah.
Correct or not? They are just that weird thing. Small y equals to axb. So one more time, there is no small y, small m, small x, and small c. There is, however, by conversion, big Y, big M, big X, and big C. The line has to be created by us. There wasn't a line at the first place. Do you understand?
I think so.
So you're right when you say you have to deal with the small y and the small x, but in the form of y equals to ax to the power of b lah. That's the form that you should be dealing with. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, please do. Now, Ainesh, you okay? This is your first successful question after the holiday tuition. This will be correct.
Yeah.
This is not using triangle. This is using identities. All right. Now, could you use this one? Could you use this one?
In what?
In solving cosine 2b. Could you? Give it a try. Give it a try. Instead of answering me, just give it a try.
I literally solved cosine 2.
I know, but could you have solved using this? Could you?
Wait, what's oh, you're referring to the Jamboard. Oh.
I'm referring to the board. Yes, yes. Could you use it? Why not?
Actually, no, you could. Yeah, you could.
Okay, try. This is important.
But the try, wait, can I run it through you first?
Mhm.
You can find sine square A via the triangle, correct?
Very good. No, sine A, not sine square A. Don't be
Yeah,
greedy.
sine
Sine
A, and
A.
then from there sine square A.
Yes, you're right. You're right. Please try. Please try. Just for the sake of practice, please try. No, Aditya, your index has something wrong. Your index is something wrong. The power minus 2 only pertains to the x.
Oh yeah. Wait, why did I write A?
Yeah, the x is it's very weird. What you're writing is very weird. And maintain that 10 to the power of 9 as 10 to the power of 9. You don't have to write 9 zeros there. That's not useful. It's not useful. Maintain it as 10 to the power of 9, and the minus 18 also wrong. So go and find the sine B first, Ainesh, because that's what you need to do using the triangle, right? Use the triangle. Sine B, yeah, or you are using it. Okay, good. Is it root 19? I see that.
It is.
Yeah, it's wrong. Come on, man. I'm not getting a good Ainesh. What's going on here? It's not root 19.
Why is it wrong?
It's 25 minus 4. Come on.
Oh my god. What's going on?
Okay, so Aditya, instead of worrying about the x to the power of minus 2, you first of all cannot combine it with 10 to the power of 9. You cannot, yeah? You cannot. Just want to say that very clearly. They are separate because their base is not the same and their index is not the same. Oh dear, I wish I teach you this one. Very good. Yeah. See, the root 21 is not giving you any trouble. And this will give you what kind of answer? Minus 17 over 25, isn't it?
Yay.
So I hope this makes sense, right? This makes sense, I hope.
Yeah.
So needless to say, if you decide to use this, you will also get the same answer, needless to say. Okay? Right? So that's why I say never abandon your triangle. Your triangle will always be useful. You just have to know what it is used for. So far, so good. Now settle cosine B over 2 lah. What will you do?
I could use this as well, yeah.
Let's give it a try. Let's see whether you can solve B over 2, because it is definitely harder. Now, Aditya, again, how's your index? We are actually not at the logarithm territory here. We're currently at the index territory. How's your index?
Better than my logs, honestly.
Should I be helping you right now in the interest of saving time? Should I?
Yeah, I'm so lost right now.
Right. Okay, let me show you something. So 1000. So I'm claiming that you shouldn't do anything much at this point. You should be manipulating instead, right? So here's a 9 and x minus 2. Now here's a few good news. Do you notice how many x are in this equation?
1.
Correct. And 1 means we are very close to the answer. That's basically what it means. Okay. Now I'm just going to make it clearer for you. X minus 2, this depends on your index. It means this like this much.
Oh wait, isn't it just?
You can do that, sure. This will be equal to x minus 2 lah. All right. If you can handle the minus 2, then you are almost done. Right? So wonderful, Ainesh, and everything seems correct. All right. Wonderful. So far, so good. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So you have some familiarity with cosine 2b lah. However, b over 2 is just different lah. So we don't have much time, right? Yeah. We only have 13 minutes left. I'm giving you 2 minutes to think about it. We have to cover this today. We have to. We are short of time. Seems like you're handling it well, Aditya. Seems like you're doing it well. Good.
I got 816.
Right.
X is 816.
Check your answer here. It sounds
there
about.
is no answer here.
Then let it be for now.
Okay. Actually, I can just substitute the values. I think.
Correct. Give it a try, see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's close. Ainesh, any ideas so far?
No.
So pray tell, why am I doing this? I did this from before the question. Why am I doing this? That's my hint to you. Why do I do this? Why? Why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
It is
I am
very
right.
Yeah, looks good, right, Aditya? So if your A and B is correct, it means your answer is correct. No? It does depend on your A and B, but that's the best that we can do right now. Okay? I need you to do one more today. A bit too slow, right? One more. I mean, agreeably, this topic suddenly becomes much more difficult than the straight line, right? Correct?
Mhm.
No, I was asking Aditya. Sorry. Correct, Aditya?
Yeah.
This thing
Yes.
is more difficult, but in a way, it is revising for your end of year. In a way,
Yeah.
right? So I guess that's the good part. That's the motivation that you should be having. It's not about this topic. It's about starting your revision already.
Okay.
Plus, it makes you somewhat smarter, because it requires thinking, more thinking than usual. So Ainesh, pray tell, why did I do this? I'm gonna give you hints, okay? I'm gonna give you hints, right? In this situation, in the first situation, I have B, I want the double, correct?
Yeah.
So I use this, no? Because why? Because I want the double, here's the double, and I have the single. Simple, right?
Mhm.
In the second scenario, it feels like I have the single, and then suddenly he asked for me B over 2. Wait a minute. I no longer have the single. I have the double. He is asking for the single. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Instead of saying I have single, he's asking for half, I reverse law. I say I have the double, he asked for the single. Again, make sense?
Mhm.
Do you notice that this guy is no longer helpful? If I have the double and I want the single, this is less helpful.
Yeah.
How about this guy?
Mhm.
How about this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
It works for a single.
Okay, then try finding B over 2.
It will be able to. So you go to. Okay.
Aditya, shift to the left a bit. Sorry, let me see. So they give you the equation, right? Standard, right? They give you the equation. Do they give you the hint? First question, right? Always, do they give you the hint?
Yes.
Secondly, all right, very good. Secondly, are they shortcutting the drawing of graph?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They even give you the gradient and the C immediately, right? So that's a. Oh no! They didn't give you the C. Sorry.
That's not the C. That's the.
Yeah, that's not the C. Wonderful. Oh, you're very good. Good. So let's see whether you are using the hint or not. Right. Okay, Ainesh, yes. Where are you? I'm not seeing anything. We need to finish this. Okay. Come on, Ainesh. Come on.
I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm. Remember? Yes, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Where are you doing? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there you go. Okay, wonderful. Oh, what did you write there? The equal to cosine what? Y square, you mean? Cosine y square. Why is it cosine? Oh. No, don't revert back to the square. No, don't. Huh? What? No, don't. Oh my goodness, what? No, if you do that, how can you find the cosine y? How can you do that if you revert back? If you move the square root, if you move the 2, how can you find the cosine y? I don't get what you do.
I don't know. I was just going with the flow and hoping you'll take me somewhere.
All right. So let me clarify one more time. Is BA or 2A?
To B is 2A.
And B over 2 is A, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have this guy, right? So I change this cosine to A. Now, first thing first, it's very weird for me to see you do this. This is already saying cosine 2A equals to 2 over 5. Then I see you do this. I see you put the 2 over 5 in the A. I see you do that. It's extremely confusing to me. Whereas what you should be looking at is that cosine 2A is equal to 2 over 5. That's what you're saying, right? That's what you should be doing. Instead of saying that the A is 2 over 5. That's very confusing.
What?
Do you understand your problem? One more time, huh? Do you have A? Have or not?
No.
Do you have cosine A?
No.
It isn't no, but you have cosine 2A, which is 2 over 5, correct?
Yes.
So why do you, in your working, seems to act like you have A, you substitute the A. Instead, this whole thing is 2 over 5. Instead,
oh yeah.
all right, please try that. Please try that. Yeah, please try that. So Aditya, you are not going with the hint. The hint wants you to go for 1 over y and 1 over x. Don't know how to get there from this, but that's what the question is going for, correct? I beseech you, try harder to go for 1 over I and 1 over x, because currently you're getting y over x, you're getting y, but you're not getting 1 over y and you're not getting 1 over x, kind of. You're not. If you think that this is the hard part, it is the hard part. Definitely. Definitely the hard part. That's why they give you hints. Even that might still be hard. Okay, I cannot follow if you would move down, if you push up a bit. Sorry. If you move up, yeah.
How do you spell the fraction?
Oh, back to your circle. So which is to say, at this point we stop first lah, because you need to worry about cert at this point. It's a cert territory now. Your past is coming back to haunt you. We stop there first lah.
Yeah.
That means you're on the right track. I'll put it another way. You are on the right track because your past is now hunting you back. You're on the right track. You cannot handle it right. Okay. Yeah, at least right at 7 over 10. I agree. Yeah. 7 over 10. If there's ever a good news, the step is only one more. If you know how to handle the cert, it's only one more step. So you're losing 1 mark here.
Always certs, man.
Oh, always cert. Yes, correct. That's why we have the plan. Remember the plan? The plan is to tackle the cert lah, but not right now lah. It's hindering us right now. I agree. Never mind, no. Sacrifice a bit first lah, right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in class you cannot follow the cert, but that's always at the end, so who cares, right? Could you flip your page? Hopefully we can get a bit more today. Please do. Right. Flip the page.
What page?
I don't know. Isn't there any other page?
There's no
your
question.
worksheet? There are no more questions here? No more? Oh, yeah. Show me. Show me question 3, is it? Okay. Try doing question this. Try doing this. Okay. Aditya, do I give you some hint?
Yes, please. I'm gonna
All
faint.
right. All right. So following the hint may be easy, may be difficult. It requires some experimentation, right? Be ready for that. Now, I'm drawing your attention to the 3xy. Yeah?
Okay.
The 3xy has to disappear, you know. The xy has to disappear, you know. I mean, put it another way, the x has to disappear, the y has to disappear, the xy has to disappear. They have to be all somehow only 1 over I and 1 over x. Nothing else. Nothing else must exist from the original equation. Everything must disappear, left with 1 over y and 1 over x. The p and q can stay. Who cares? They are constants. The 2 and 3 can stay. Who cares? They are constants. But the x, the y, and the xy must all be replaced, so to speak. Correct? Correct or not?
Yes.
Now, in one swoop, in just one swoop, you can make xy, y, and x disappear and immediately get 1 over y and 1 over x in just one swoop. Just one step.
Is it substituting?
There is no substitution. No. We rarely do substitution. In a simple Doldor, something that you may not expect, is just one swoop. The x, the y, and the xy will be replaced by 1 over y and 1 over x. Just one step. Is that helpful? No.
Not really. I'm more lost now.
Right. So now think about the 3xy first for me. Yeah? Now, how will you make 3xy into simply 3?
I would divide it by xy.
Good. Doldor that, please.
Oh my god.
Good, Ainesh. So you're not going for the triangle, at least not at the start. Good, good, very good, very good, very good. Oh, this is going. Oh, yeah. Don't forget that they give you the tangent A plus B. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. They did give you the tangent A plus B. Wonderful. Okay, now you can solve this. You're on the right track, but it requires some effort. Yeah, it requires some effort. Yeah. Now, I did spoil the question for you, Aditya. I did make it easier for you, right? But
yeah,
hopefully you will still think of it as an experience, right? Oh goodness me, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. Stop. Go up. Oh no, you don't get it. You're claiming that big Y is 2 pi over Y. You are totally violating You're totally violating it. You're not getting it.
Yeah, it's 1 over Y.
Yeah, it cannot be 2 pi over Y. The hints clearly states that it should be 1 over Y.
So it's 2p times 1 over Y.
No, it must be 1 over Y. It must be.
So we divide the whole thing by 2p?
Yes, exactly. You must do that. You must. It's not an option.
What is sine A minus B?
Right. What do you do? Do you use the triangle? Do you use the identities? Do you use both? Do you use none?
What identities can you use here?
Oh yeah. Actually, it's there. It's the identity list. I think you're just not spotting it. Look at the addition formula. The addition formula is not just addition formula. Oh goodness! Oh good Lord! He didn't give you. Oh my goodness! What nonsense!
Am I blind?
No, you're not. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on here, Ainesh, but in page 3, look at page 3. The addition formula is supposed to be completed by the subtraction formula. Look at. So there's supposed to be a minus here and a minus there. Yeah, I'm the Jamboard, page 3. So it's supposed to look like this as a complete form. Sine A minus B equals to sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. This one minus, this one minus plus. Do you see? It's a bit of reverse for the thing. And then this is minus, and then this is plus, something like that. All of them have the subtraction formula. Okay. Right. So please do so. Yeah, this is a much better. Yeah, this much better idea. Right. I think you're getting the general concept already. So you see that sometimes they will make the conversion very hard. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just be aware of that. However, your general concept is correct.
All right.
Okay. Can you see the next question if there is one? I'm just curious. So they are back into drawing the table, and this time the conversion shouldn't be that hard, correct? By your experience.
Yeah.
Correct. Now flip again. The next question. This one, where's the equation? What's the equation? They don't
There is
tell
no
you.
equation.
That's so weird. Oh wow. Look. So this question is a new one. Look at part 2. Part 2 express y in terms of x. They never ask you for this. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they always give you the equation. This one, they ask you for the equation.
Yes.
This is worth trying. This one is worth trying. Not the other one. The other one, whatever. You can do whatever. This one, try. Understand?
All right.
Okay. Flip again.
Well, I'll just circle it for now.
Yeah. Your school is going full blown with this topic. I thought they won't. This is full blown. Like the other local school will go this much. Totally full blown. Partly because this is useful for physics, practical. Partly, I think that's the reason why. Okay. So flip. I miss you. You are using the triangle. Wonderful. Good. Yeah.
Another one.
Doesn't look like it. Try the last one. Okay. Move down, Aditya. So I guess your combination of triangle and identities is the correct way of doing it, right?
Yeah.
Cosecant is 1 over sine. So this is 1 over sine 2a. Right now, equals to 1 over sine 2a. Then you go from there. Aditya, look at this question again. Look at question part 2 again. What does that mean?
Make the formula.
Yeah. So worth trying again. Definitely. Okay, because you have never tried this topic before, right? I tried this type before. Flip again. This one. Oh, they give you the equation, correct?
Yeah.
Plot ln y against x. They give you the hint, right?
Yep.
This one, I mean, normal.
Yeah.
Correct. Now you can tell which one's normal, which one's, Okay, I think there will be other complication. If this is full blown like the local school, there will be other complications. So if you do this, you may be surprised a little bit, but there's something going on here. Right? I'm guessing. Okay, flip again. Yeah, this is probably not as normal as it looks like. Probably not. Oh, there is a complication. One value has been recorded incorrectly. That is the complication I'm looking for. This is worth doing. Because look at part 3. Part 3, you're supposed to use the graph to estimate the correct value of the incorrect guy. Now, this is kind of something new, right? So flip again. Oh, they're going full blown. Yeah, the way you do it seems correct, Ainesh. Makes sense?
Okay.
Like that? Okay. So
that's the last one.
Wonderful, right? For both of you, Friday, hopefully it's a rest day for you. I'll see you on Sunday. Aditya, I'm expecting all those things on Sunday. Yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, right, I'll see you. Now, Ainesh, tomorrow you rest. Bye-bye. You have been resting for a while, correct? Kind of like.
Yeah, because of sickness, yeah.
Correct. That's recovery low. That's not resting low. So
Right.
on Friday, if it is possible, do rest. And then on Saturday, let me see your homework. Homework 1. Let me see your homework. Go up, go up.
Okay.
So I'm not caring where your teacher is, right? Oh yeah, 1 and 2 is useful to do. Could you flip again? Could you flip again? Let me see the rest.
Questions again.
Ooh. Look at show me.
We're gonna do it in class anyway. So.
Ooh, it's proving.
Oh.
This proving, which you seem to like last time, will now utilize the full set of identities, which is the addition formula and the double angle formula.
Yeah, I have to familiarize myself with them really quick.
Yeah, there's nothing easy with this one. It is challenging and it is satisfying if you could get it.
True.
But
Very satisfying if you know how to do it.
Sorry?
True is very satisfying if you know how to do it.
It is. The one at the start, it will be excruciating.
Yeah, of course.
It is.
Absolutely.
Could you flip a bit? So your homework will be that homework 1 and 2. Now just flip again.
Oh wait, let me tag that.
Yeah, you need to do this by Sunday. Yeah, you do need. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay. Flip back. There's something important. Where's the hands? There's a question where there's supposed to be a hands. How come I'm not looking at it? Like show therefore hands, something like that. That one. So the hands, the page on the right. So let me explain that, and then we're off for today. Now, the show is proving, correct? Notice the similarity between the show and the hands. There's something similar about them.
Cosine 3x.
Correct. Now, what this means, this is a very standard question. It means that the show is totally useful for the hands. Now, let me ask you a question, a very practical question. Let's say you cannot show in the exam. It's very difficult to do that. After you practice a lot, you still cannot do.
Yeah.
Does that mean that you cannot do the hands? Because you cannot show, so you cannot use the hands. Does that mean so? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Wrong. Totally wrong. Totally unequivocally wrong. You cannot show, you can still use.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that?
No.
That means in the hands, let's say you cannot show. Let's say show is 3 marks. Solve is 3 marks. Let's say 3 marks. You're going to ignore the show. You're going to use the show immediately in the hands. So you're going to replace the cosine 3x with 4 cosine cube minus 3 cosine x in the hands of the equation. That will make it doable. If you don't do that, totally not doable.
Yeah.
So even though you cannot show, you can hands. You don't have to do it in order. Now I have a bad news for you. That was a good news as well. The bad news is this hands will require polynomial, which you say you have no idea. Because that's a cubic one.
Yeah.
So this one, you cannot do the hands because of the polynomial.
Yeah.
Right? So flip a bit more. This one. Wow, okay, everything is moving. Yeah, okay, I see where this is going. Just flip again. Flip again, flip. Okay, let me see the last page.
And hands.
This one, hands maybe can do. I think this one can. Now, you have a lot of proving questions. I only ask you to be successful in one. So your homework is 1, 2, and 1 proving question. Just one. If you could just do one, I'm very proud of you.
Okay.
Okay. So one more time, what is my homework for Sunday?
Try to do the hands question and then do the homework.
No, not the hands, just the proof. I don't care about the hands. 1 proving question out of all, and then the 2 questions before. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you on Sunday. All right, bye.
Have a good night.
Would you